Hey, you guys! You like that little sloth impression from the Goonies? I actually heard they're either remaking the movie or they're making a sequel or prequel. I don't know if that's just a rumor or if negotiations fell through or they still planning on doing it. It's just in the back burner. To be honest, I really don't want Hollywood to remake the Goonies. Most times, whenever they remake a classic, it tends to suck. So yeah, I don't want them to remake the movie, nor I want them to make a sequel. I mean, the actors are so much older now. How would you go about doing it? I guess maybe they'd be parents and it would focus on their kids, but it just wouldn't be the same. Tell you what, Hollywood, how about you just leave the Goonies alone? I don't see anything good coming out of you remaking that movie. But I'm in a good mood. I just had Bojangles for lunch. If you don't know what it is, it's kind of nestled in the South. It's not a nationwide food company. The best way I can describe it, and I hate to make this comparison, is it's like KFC. They sell Southern style fried chicken and Southern style food, except it is so much better than KFC. It's really good stuff. And the food actually has medicinal properties. And what I mean by that is if you have a hangover, if you're not feeling very well after a night of drinking, eating Bojangles chicken will fix all of your woes. You'll feel better almost instantly. It's something about the grease, man. The grease in that food will draw out all the toxins, and you'll just automatically feel better. So, pro tip, especially if you're going into college, that's the cure to what ails you is eating some Bojangles chicken. But what I want to talk about today is something that pops up on the Call of Duty forums fairly often. It's people coming on complaining about kill horrors and objective-based game mode. They say, why are you in here? Why don't you, if you want to rack up all these kills, go play TDM. If you're going to play something like Domination, then focus on the objective. Quit running around worrying about your KD and padding your stats. I've seen people jump on and say, hey, look, I'm an objective-based player, and I do whatever I can to capture flags, but I can't win games because I've got guys sitting in the background, getting kills, padding their stats. They're not helping at all. I need other players to play with that want to win Domination. And I've seen the flip side. I've seen people jump on and say, hey, I get 30, 40, 50, 60 kills a game. I get chopper gunners and dogs almost every game, and none of my teammates are capturing flags, and I can't do everything on my own. I need teammates that will capture the flags for me while I get kills. So I've seen both ends of the spectrum. I can understand why people like to kill whore in objective-based game modes. It's kind of the staple of YouTube videos in terms of Call of Duty. I mean, that's what I think part of the reason why it became so popular is people wanted to jump on and see these super high kill score games. It's what made it so popular in the first place. And I can see why people want to do it because there's no kill limit in something like Domination or Headquarters. So you're restricted on based simply on the number of kills you can get on your own. And on top of that, the objectives make it a lot easier to get kills. I mean, in Domination, you know where the enemy team's typically going to spawn, you know the paths they're going to take, what routes they're going to take. So it makes it easier to predict where they're going to be and just rack up those kills. But I can understand the frustration from people that are looking to win, looking to play the objective. If you're trying to retake the B flag and you're solo, it can be a lonely experience. Sitting there watching the meter fill up, just hoping somebody from your team will help you capture it. Because you don't know where the enemy team's coming. You're out in the middle of nowhere and you're just hoping you can capture it before someone tries to kill you, and your teammates are off in the distance just worrying about getting kills or something like that. So I can understand the frustration. And to be honest, that's my chair. To be honest, my opinion on it is I don't mind kill whoring. I actually think it's a necessity if you've got a good team. You want kind of a mixed composition. You want a couple people taking on the role of Slayer, a couple people that are focusing on capturing the flags, and people that support guys capturing flags. I think it's a problem when someone calls themselves a Slayer or they're worrying about their KD when they're sitting in the back and they're not focusing on the objective whatsoever. I've seen it a lot in Domination. I'll see somebody who has a KD that's like twice that of their win-loss. They'll have like a negative win-loss ratio and a high KD. That either means they're more worried or they're dashboarding to preserve their KD, or they're off in some obscure location, they're kind of camping, and they're just worried about getting a big kill streak. They'll finish the game, 30-5 with 0 caps, 0 defense. Players like that. That's not really a Slayer, that's just, trying to boost your stats. I think somebody who plays a good Slayer role is someone who gets in the face of the enemy team, somebody who pushes them back, buys your teammates enough time to capture flags, and also at the same time, you don't allow the enemy team to recapture the flags. So that's typically I think that's kind of indicative of a good Slayer position. At the same time, though, people that complain that they're an objective player and they can't win games, sometimes running aimlessly at the objective over and over again isn't what you need to do. Sometimes you do need to take on that Slayer role, build up some kill streaks, and push the enemy team back. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I can understand the frustration. I hate watching sometimes people post up YouTube videos and they'll get super high kills and not once focus on the objective at all, and that can be kind of a frustrating thing to watch, especially if they lose the game. So yeah, it's kind of, I guess if you want to do well, it's knowing when to switch it out. Sometimes you want to be 100% Slayer, and sometimes you want to be an objective-based player. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and like always, take it easy.